Hello, everybody. This is Egben Biwan Monjimbo welcoming you to yet another edition of the Musics and Music Show. This time, as has been the case lately, I have a wonderful person with me here, my big sister. She's going to introduce herself to you, let you know who she is. Sis, please go ahead and let the people listening and the people watching know who you are.
Hello. Thank you very much, Honorable Sister Egbe Biuman Mojimba. Your heart is full of gold, and I really appreciate you. Shout out and say hello to NKONI Cameroon, Ankam Mezus, NKONI diaspora, and most importantly, Kongi District of Columbia. Hello to all of you, and hope you are listening.
Yes, I'm sure they are. So, but you know that you've said all of that, that I'm not really said.
My name
Yeah.
is Gwendolyn Vega Gong. I am the daughter of Nkam Angela Vega, who is one of the founding members of NKONI Cameroon.
So everybody now has kind of figured it out already. It's going to be about Kongi. This whole thing is about Kongi, particularly Kongi DC, District of Columbia, as she said. But I have said it, you have said it. What about people who don't even know? What is Kongi?
NKONI is an all Anglophone Bamileke women organization. Kongi means love, respect, dignity, kindness, sisterhood, and you can think about it. It's all about NKONI, the woman who is dignified, who is respectful, who loves family, who loves sisterhood, and who just loves caring for each other. That's what NKONI means.
Right. You beat me to because I was going to ask, okay, what is it? What does it even mean? Does the word itself have a meaning? You already went ahead and answered that. So maybe I should ask, what is the mission? You've described what it is, who belongs to it, because in the name already it came out. It's Anglophone women of, I would say, Bamileke origin. Is that all encompassing already?
Yes.
So, what is its aim? What the founders, like you mentioned, your mother was one of the founding members. Those founding members, what was the aim when they sat down to form this group? What was the purpose? What was the mission? What was the aim?
Well, Kongi was actually formed, or not actually formed, but it was only one person's idea. Kam Elizabeth Ngu. She is the one who thought about it clearly in her dream. And she said, we are all Anglophone Bamileke women. These women were born in the former West Cameroon, but their parents were born in the former East Cameroon, and their parents migrated from East Cameroon to West Cameroon. And so at some point, she felt that they must identify themselves. They must make themselves known of who they really are. And she thought that she should create a group called NKONI, which means love one another, get together, let's be united, and let's know where we came from, and so we can hand it down to our children, grandchildren, so that they will never forget where their own parents
came from.
Yes.
Originally. What a wonderful idea.
Yes.
Do you remember what year this was?
Yes. In 1983, when she thought about this idea, she now invited 16 women. They all Bamileke Anglophones. Some of them are married to Anglophone Bamileke men, which makes them eligible as well.
Correct.
And others are children of Bamileke parents.
Correct.
Bamileke parent. So 16 of them. Let me put my glasses on and read their names, because
go right ahead, so we can give them the respect and the honor due them.
Yes, it was for these women. We give gratitude to these women, but for them, we will not be here talking about NKONI. So
Correct.
let me take a minute and read their names.
Take your time. That's a neat idea. It's always good to remember migrations have happened over the years with different peoples. It's always good to let people know, remember where they actually came from, where their roots are, where their roots lie.
Absolutely. So, as you can see here, this is the magazine. This is the Bible, Kongi Bible. This magazine was created and published in September 2024, just last year.
Last year.
Yes. And this magazine has the history of Kongi. I wasn't there, so I have to refer to this magazine. I wasn't present.
Right.
So this is Nkam Elizabeth Ngu.
All right.
He is the author and brainchild of
founder
of Nkongi. Yes. So it is said that she sowed the seed, and it was in 1983 when they all met in her house, 16 women, and they agreed to form or to start Nkongi.
All right. So we're talking about this lady is the wife of at the time the general manager of the CDC.
Of CDC, exactly. That's where they were when her husband was general manager of CDC.
Okay.
Exactly, and it was in that residence that she had this meeting.
Yes.
16 ladies. Mrs. Elizabeth Ngu, Mrs. Angela Vega, Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Chwenko. That's where you see a foreigner who got married, an Anglophone Bamileke becomes a Bamileke woman. Yes. That's what they want. Mrs. Mary Simo, Mrs. Antonia Mba, Mrs. Mary Mangwa, Mrs. Mary Chuisi, Mrs. Martha Angelo, Barrister Mariana Weleji, Mrs. Helen Ndumu, Mrs. Mary Sampson, Mrs. Margaret Kwankam, Mrs. Elizabeth Eti, Mrs. Mary Mangwa, Mrs. Joan Mpafe, Mrs. Mary Takusi.
Wow.
These are called the 16 members to whom we owe a lot of gratitude.
The actual founding ladies.
Actual founding ladies.
And I'm sitting there smiling and because I know virtually all of them. Because those are people that we grew up around.
Yes.
That we knew. And even without the meeting, we kind of always knew that these women, where their origins were. I'm hardly surprised to hear any of the women that you mentioned there saying, really? So they found ways to make sure that they remembered their roots. And then, but as you say, the danger, quote unquote danger, would be in generations to come. People, your children and the children's children, not understanding that the same way that they did. So how did it go? It started in Limbe there. How did it spread? Because to the point that we actually have a whole Kongi now in DC.
Okay. It spread very fast, like wildfire, because after this meeting, they had all the women came from different cities of the West Cameroon, Boya, Kumba, Tiko, Douala, and they came to attend this meeting. So, you know, our mothers, they are very organized and thoughtful women. And they said, no, we cannot be having meetings in Limbe and having our members driving all the way from Tiko every month. So they decided to spread. Boya women started theirs, Kumba started, Douala started, Tiko started. And that is how it began to spread. And later on, a few months after that, my mother, who by profession is a teacher, a well-groomed headmistress, who started her own school, the famous garden school, understands what capacity building means.
Right.
My mother understood that it was not enough for them to just be having meetings on cultural basis. They should expand.
Right.
So my mother suggested that they should create it as an NGO. And they had another meeting. In June 5th, 1999, they had a meeting in Limbe. At that point, my mother was already the president of the Limbe branch, which is the mother branch.
Right.
And so they all came together with Barrister Mariana Weleji.
God rest her soul.
Yes, a legal luminary And my mother thought she should be the one to lead this process, how to become an NGO.
Right.
In August 21, 1999, at the Holiday Inn, it happened. They now have a constitution and they now had bylaws.
Right.
And then they had a mission statement. What are they going to do? How are they going to use this
NGO? Yeah.
This NGO. So they had a whole list of items here. The women in our local communities and region of origin should be able to have means of to eradicate extreme poverty amongst them and hunger in women and children by empowering the women and as a girl child.
Right.
They said to educate the girl child to give her life skill which promote health and that of her children, thereby reducing child mortality.
Right.
They established methods of obtaining partnership in development of their own environment. They also decided that they should also help give the women self-help assistance. Those who wanted to create a small business.
Correct. And just lack the funding.
Just lack the funding. Some people want to sew, but they cannot afford the machine.
Right.
Some people want to start cooking food. They don't have the capital to go and buy the food and start selling. So all of these things together, they put it in an organized format and put it part of their bylaws.
Right. I'm glad you've mentioned that and expressed, because you see, you could hear those names and say, okay, those are the big women, So those are the big women. This one is a teacher, this one is a lawyer, this one was the wife of the general manager, and people can think it's an elitist thing then. It's for some women, a certain set of standard of women. Yet, as you have now mentioned, the purpose of it was to make sure that there was nobody really lagging behind, and that they can help the women, not just by giving them handouts, but helping them to be self-sufficient, which is what we're looking to do, which is what we should be looking to do for our fellow woman. So just to check, these bylaws you have read, the rules and regulations you've read, are they now what governs you, like out here? Is that what is
yes,
what obtains for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, nationally, internationally?
Yes, that will be part of it, but also there's consideration about our own environment.
Correct.
We have to do a little bit more or something a little bit different.
Right.
To sustain us in this our own environment.
In different makes sense. Makes some things that make sense for that are relevant for a certain place may not actually work for another one. You have to look at what actually obtains here. So if I could ask then, that is pretty much answered. I was going to ask a question about the structure. So who's answerable to who? Like if you are here in DC, do you now have to have meetings with people back in Cameroon? How exactly does it work? How autonomous are you, and how reliant on the home branch are you?
Okay, I would say that let me also recognize the current national president of Cameroon, Madame Joan Singa. She is a Kumba member.
Correct.
And also the vice national president, the national vice president is a Dallas branch member. Okay. Dr. Marie Noel Buffet. She lives in Dallas. She is the first vice president to be in the diaspora. Why? Right. Barrister Marina Weleji, 2 years ago, when she saw that the diaspora was expanding, she said, no, for the next election or during the next election, the vice president must come from the diaspora so that there will be a coordination, there will be a relationship between the diaspora and Cameroon, where NKONI started. So that is how we operate these days.
Right.
And
so just not to interrupt you, that already leads me to think there is more than one branch out here in the United States.
Yes.
Okay.
Kongi Cameroon has Kongi Limbe, the mother branch, Boya, Kongi Kumba, Kongi Douala, Kongi Tiko.
Okay.
Kongi diaspora now has Kongi Maryland, which is the mother branch.
Okay.
Kongi Dallas, Kongi Houston, Kongi Virginia, Kongi DC, District of Columbia, Kongi Baltimore, and Kongi United Kingdom.
I see.
Okay. Now, how did this Kongi diaspora came into being? We didn't just, somebody brought it here.
Right.
And may I recognize her? Nkam Mizu Esther Mbiako.
Okay.
She is AKA, also known as around here as Maes. They call her Maes. She's a businesswoman. She owns an African fabric store, and also she sells international foods. So
and she's based where?
She's based in Maryland.
Okay, I get it.
She went to Cameroon in 2007. She is what you call Tiko Pikin, born and raised in Tiko.
In Tiko.
So she knew the Nkams and the Mami, them who started Kongi Tiko. Kam Eti, Kam Samson, Kam Simo. So during her visit in 2007, she told them that she was interested in Kongi, but she lives in America.
Right.
Would they allow her to stand Kongi in America? They said that yes, they have been thinking about it themselves, wondering which of their daughters will come up and say they are interested.
Right.
Said now you can do it, and they gave her their blessings. So did my mother, Mami Elingu, and Barrister Marina Weleji. They gave Ma Esther. Now she's in Kam Mizu. They gave her the authority and the blessings, and they showered her with their blessings to come and start Kongi in America. So Kam Esther, we used to call her in those days Ma Es. She came and she called us. These children of whose mothers are Kongi members, whose mothers founded Kongi. She was calling us one by one. So we went and she organized a meeting in her house, and we went there, and she told us what has happened, that she just came from Cameroon and they have given her the authority. She was so confident. Before we wanted to ask her that, do you think this thing will work here? She said they have given her the blessings. It will work.
It will work.
It will work. So we said, okay, so how do you want us to do? She said, no, we have to form a group here, and then we have to come into meetings, and then we'll understand what we have to do. So she did that, and we're going to meetings, and in a few years, the thing became something so big. The numbers of registration was so large.
The need had been there. The wish had been there.
Yes.
It needed somebody to come and spearhead it and champion it.
Absolutely.
Just join.
Absolutely. So a few years ago, Dallas took upon themselves now to create their own group. Houston did. And then here also we said, no, the group in Maryland is becoming so large. It's too many people.
I can imagine, yeah.
You come to somebody's house, there's no space to sit. We have to do something. So I think in one of the meetings I said, we are in Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Maryland is just a state.
Right.
We have D.C., we have Virginia.
Right, the DMV area.
Yes, let's do what our mothers did. Let's go to our different states. So some of us did, and that's how we struggled and created Kongi District of Columbia last year.
Okay.
So
you're not even up to a year old, or maybe barely a year old now.
Yes, but we wanted to become public only after we have achieved registration of our organization. We want to be legitimate.
Correct.
Or myself, I speak for myself, because I went to law school, I have an LLM, I have an LLB. I understand very well what it means to run a legitimized organization. We have to have our tax straight.
Right.
We have to have a good practice of financial record. And we have to make sure we can keep track of all our records. So that said, we are now a 501c3 organization. We have a bank account.
Right.
And we are able to track our records.
So it was time.
It was time. Now we can come out and say what we want to say about ourselves. So that when we get donors, we can easily or readily issue them the receipts for their federal taxes.
Correct.
Have a bank account. If they need to Zelle us, they can Zelle directly to KONI District of
Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. If after we do a project, we can do a report, a narrative, so they know where their money went to.
How it was used.
Yes, how it was.
Nobody was going to go. Even if you fool somebody one time and you don't do what you promised to do with their money, the second time around you'll not be able to come and say anything legitimate to them if you cannot show them what you did with what they first gave you. So that's
so
that's important.
So that's why we are only doing it. Plus, we thought that, we see our sister here, our honorable sister. She can help. She can help promote us for free.
I definitely will. I definitely will. But that's what I'm doing this for, to help. So are you looking to actually do a formal launching at some point or not?
I think we will, but there is no rush.
There's no rush. You just want... Sorry.
Because now we are on Facebook, so you can contact us via Facebook. We have a messenger there. And you can also Zelle us kongdistrict@gmail.com.
All right, let's go over that again a little slower, because this is the part where I was going to ask, because naturally I was going to ask, yes, we're doing this so people can know that you exist. But as you said, you're going to follow the guidelines of what Cameroon established, which is to help people be here, because, hey, there's a lot, the lottery has been happening. People have been coming over here. Some of the issues that women back home have back there, setting up, establishing themselves, some could have over here. You've come here new, maybe you cannot stand on your own, how would I call it, academic self just yet. You may need money to help you, loans and things to help you, or you could even be helping people back home. I'm guessing that you may be contributing to help people back home as well, which is why you would need the funds for future progress projects to do that you may think of doing. So I was going to ask, and you've already answered some of them, but I want us to go over it a little slower, because this program goes on the radio and then it goes on YouTube. The YouTube people may not have a problem because they can always hit rewind and go back and listen again. But the radio people, this is all they will be getting. So let's just go over the ways that you said, your visibility. You have a Facebook page. So the Facebook page is simply called KONI.
KONI District of Columbia, Inc.
There you go. And let us make sure we are spelling this KONI, because we are pronouncing it the way it should be pronounced, but how is it actually spelled?
N as in Nancy, K as in knock, O as in orange, N as in Nancy, I as in ink, KONI.
Okay. And then, so it's KONI District of Columbia, Inc. That's what you should look for on Facebook. Okay, and then where else? That's the main place where you're available. And if you want to send a message, there's the message button there for you to click on and send a message, because I know people are going to say, hey, I'm here. My mother is Bamileke Anglophone, or I'm married to a Bamileke Anglophone. How do I join? So they've heard how to join. And then if somebody is listening who wants to actually donate, contribute to help you with your projects, can you please say again how they can Zelle their money to you?
KONI District of Columbia @gmail.com.
@gmail.com. Okay, then. So those are the ways people can do. And so do you have currently any specific projects in mind that you're thinking about doing? Do you have any major one that we can help promote here while you're at it? Or that you're thinking about for the future?
We have an ongoing discussion about collaborating with the Pacha Foundation.
Okay.
One of our members is a Pacha Foundation CEO, Stella Maris Pacha. And we have seen over the years that they are very credible and a very legitimate organization. So we are looking at raising funds to try to help women back home, how to raise breast cancer awareness.
Correct. But
And
that's what the
those
Pacha
who
Foundation is
already
about.
have the disease, how to give them a longer time,
a chance
to live, or a chance to be more comfortable with their situation.
Correct.
Secondly, we are also looking at the girl child, those who, because you know how girls are. Once you help them, they turn around and look at the people behind them and they help them too.
Right.
So we are looking at that to see how we can help the girl child. Some of them may be going to primary school. They don't even have books. They don't even have pens. They don't even have uniforms. I say that because I know what my mother did when she was headmistress.
Right.
My mother used to sew uniforms for those underprivileged girls. For the boys, she would contract with tailors and have them sew them their shirts
and shorts.
So we know all of that. Some of them be just like basic things.
Right.
That would make them feel uncomfortable going to school.
Right.
Some of them would be so intelligent, but they don't have money to continue
to further their education. They pass the common entrance and then they're now selling stuff on the roadside there because they lack the means to continue.
Some of them may just need some technical assistance. Maybe they just want to do typing somewhere, some computer, something.
A trade.
A trade or something.
Something, as long as it generates income and makes them earn a living with dignity and be able to take care of family. That's the whole goal. It's not nobody has to insist on a degree, which you can get the degree and still not be able to find a job.
Yeah. So we are looking at all of that. And back home here in the United States, we cannot ignore that we are in another environment where they also may need our help. We are looking at orphanages, homeless,
shelters.
If we need to go give something that we may have as assistance, you know, sometimes you go to the store, you buy more than 3 sweaters, you don't even need all of those. You have extra sneakers and all of those things that you want to give back. So we are looking at all of those
options, doing those kinds of drives to get people to get the things. Because sometimes, as you're saying, it just needs somebody to stand up there and volunteer to do it. People would go. But sometimes I sit here with that same sweater and sneakers thing. I just haven't had the time to go and put the things together to send. But then when I see that Kidney Foundation, they actually call me here and say, we're coming to pick up on Thursday, so that now makes me go and actually remove the things and put them in a bag and label it and put it outside my door there and say, come and take. But if they had not done it, I keep on saying, I will go. It's till the church says, hey, we're doing this kind of collection thing. Then I go. Somebody else will come and say, hey, I'm doing this kind of a thing. Then I go. So it takes people like you, organizations like yours, to go ahead and do things like that. And we appreciate it. We appreciate that you give us an opportunity to try to help our fellow man, or in this case, our fellow woman. That's awesome. So I was going to ask then if you have any other thing that you'd like us to know while we're here, like a parting word or what message you have to send out there before we close.
Okay, I would just like to tell the public eligibility criteria for becoming a NKONI member.
Okay.
Kongi District of Columbia is looking forward for more registrations. We need members to come and register with us. These are the criteria. Okay. 1, either you are born from a NKONI home where your mother and your father are Anglophone Bamilekes. 2, either you are married to a NKONI husband, who is NKONI by birth from the parents. And 3, if you are like me, where only your mom is the Anglophone Bamileke and your father is a Banso man, you are also eligible.
Right.
Kongi is the only group I know within the Bamileke culture where we can just mix and mingle just because one parent is a Bamileke.
Right.
Yes. So if you are any of those, please join us. Also, our children, that's a big challenge.
Right.
We are looking forward to trying to instill in our children the values of Anglophone Bamileke groups.
Right.
How we shall have them to join us so they'll be able to continue what our parents started.
I had before you.
Before.
And it's interesting you say that, because you see, I do not know, this program gets listened to and watched by all kinds of people. They may hear you keep saying Anglophone, 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 and saying, hey, isn't that discriminatory? Or why is it that there's that particular group of people? But if they had listened to you carefully at the beginning, you did mention it. It's not just generally. I'm sure there are groups that have Bamileke women, period, Anglophone or Francophone Bamileke women, period. I'm sure Ma Elizabeth that you mentioned had a reason, as you kind of alluded to at the beginning, why they need to get together as this particular group. Why they could not just be in the, most of those women you mentioned there are CWA women. They are in the Catholic Women's Association. Why was that not enough? Or they were in the teachers association. Your mother could just be part of the teachers association and be content to be there, that kind of a thing. Why did they feel it was necessary? I'd like you to reiterate that. Why did they feel it was necessary to make a group that is specific to the Bamileke Anglophone woman?
I would think, and I think I know that because they did not want to lose their heritage.
Right.
For my mother, for Mamingu as well, and for others who got, like Mami Eti, they all did not get married to Bamileke Anglophone men. Unlike Barrister Mariana Weleji, who got married to a Bamileke Anglophone husband. Or some of the others, 16 names that I read to you. But so that, I think that was what prompted Mamingo, because she knew that her children will not know where they came from.
Right.
They will not know where she came from.
Exactly.
Because most of their relatives are in the then East, Cameroon. I know my mother has cousins who are Francophone, but I don't know them.
Right.
I have cousins who may be Francophone, but I don't know them.
Right.
So it was a struggle for my mother to get us to know these names.
Right.
And not ever see them.
Right.
So I think that is what prompted them. And also from my own experience, I can see that from my maternal grandparents. They knew nothing but only their people, their circle.
Right.
You would think they were related. You would think I was related to the Pachas. No. You would think I was related to the Shallows. No. But the way they integrated, it was always sister. Sister how? Sister how? Even Dr. Mrs. Chwenko, he got into the habit. Sister.
Right.
Sister.
Right. Right.
So they were missing something. They knew that when they would be gone, it will be over.
Right.
And so they left us with something. They left us with a legacy. And that legacy is Kongi.
Correct.
I say that, and I also want to thank Barrister Mariana Weleji. Throughout and up to now, most of the meetings, the General Assembly meetings, are held free of charge at the Holiday Inn in Limbe. 1. 2, most of them had gone. She was still here 2 years ago. She knew she had to leave the place organized. Things had changed.
Right.
We had all this diaspora now. She took that decision that there has to be a vice president in the diaspora.
Right.
who will coordinate us as a group
Mm-hmm.
and then relate back to Cameroon. If we have a
Right.
problem here, I don't have to call Cameroon. I
Right.
just call the
You
vice
can go.
president in Dallas and
Right.
she will see what she can do with it.
And we channel it, consult with the people there, and come up with a solution to your problem. Yes.
Yes.
That
So,
I kind of knew the answer to my question, but I thought I would ask it to get you to say what it is that you have just said there, because there is a uniqueness to that group of women. Many of them, after staying there, after maybe their own actual parents, I'm not sure if any of them could speak French. That's
no,
the interesting thing. So if you cannot say, okay, I'm hearing Bamileke, maybe a Francophone is listening there and saying, hey, what kind of group is this? They're only saying this. They know very well. If they go over there, they may not be able to speak the actual native language, and they may not be able to speak French, which means what would they be doing actually in a meeting like that? So you have to have your own unique group.
yes,
Life has happened, situations have happened, and we are now in different. It's just like saying to African Americans here, don't have a group of African Americans. Just go and find your DNA. When you find out that you belong in Cameroon, just go to
right,
the Cameroon meeting. And I had to go to cope there. All those Ndole things you're talking about and stuff there, they don't. That's not their reality. They have a specific. Nor can you send them to go and join the general American meeting. They don't do. They have a different. They have their own identity as that specific group of people.
right,
Yes, of African origin, and also but having lived here. So it makes plenty of sense why they started that group. And you have just underscored the reason, the dire reason to continue it. So our children who are born here, raised here, anywhere in the diaspora, still know that that is where their roots, that's where they come from. The culture. I hope you do you all do some singing and some dancing?
Oh, thank you for asking me that question. They actually have a national anthem.
Okay,
Kongi Sisters of the West.
there you go.
Kongi Sisters and Wives of the West. And the lyrics is incredible. I don't have a good voice to sing, but
I wish you had. I wish you had, but I'm going to get it from you if you have a recording of it.
yes, I'll try to find somebody to record it and sing it
Right.
to you
Very
before.
good. I'm glad to hear that. It's important for our children to have that their roots and their identity. Right. If you don't have anything else to add, then I'm going to really just go ahead and thank you for taking the time to come and talk about the group. I only wish you the very best, that you'll be successful, because if you're successful, that is a plus for the African woman, a plus for the Cameroonian woman, a plus for the Bamileke woman of Anglophone expression. So I wish you the best, and I will say ahead. I don't know what the thing in country talk would be. I would have said it for you.
Yeah, but I also want to recognize one person.
Okay, please go ahead.
After Mami Weleji became the president, the national president, just
Mm-hmm.
right after my mother handed over to her,
Mm-hmm.
she did it for a few years and then she handed over to Madame Angela Asobo,
Okay.
who worked tirelessly as the national president of Kongi for 10 years.
Okay. This is
She is the
Kongi,
second,
Cameroon.
yes, she is the
Okay.
second national president.
Okay.
And we now have a third national president, Madame Joan Singer, who took
Okay.
over last year.
Okay.
So I
So,
wanted to recognize them for their good work. And especially my mother, Mami Cam Angela Vega,
mm-hmm.
for taking that bold step and as leadership and for handing over to
Mm-hmm.
barrister. You see, those women, I love them. I
Mm-hmm.
love their attitude. They are loving, their sisterhood is real. You don't
Right.
take a position and fight and stay on it. You turn around and see who can do better, who has the
Right.
skills.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my mother had just retired from Sonara as a social welfare officer, she
Mm-hmm.
knew that barrister Mariana Weleji, her younger sister,
Mm-hmm.
is more competent
Right.
because of her legal knowledge
Background, yes.
and background
To move the
to
group
move it
forward.
forward. And
Correct.
that's where Kongi is today because of that move. And so, hence, if you look at the magazine, my mother is second in command, Mami Weleji is third in command
Mm-hmm.
because Barrister Mariana Weleji said, no, that's my big sister. She was
Mm-hmm.
the one who made me to take on this button stick.
Right.
I have to respect her. She has to
Mm-hmm.
come second and I come third. So they
And
have a
then,
chain of
of
command.
course, respect the original person in a class of her own, the
Yes.
Mamingu.
Elizabeth Ngu has a remarkable special honor. She's an honorable woman when it comes to Kongi. So because of her, we are here today.
That is the good thing, to give respect and honor where it is due and credit where it's due.
Yes.
You don't come and try to rewrite history or try to usurp it or try to make it about one individual. It's about what works best for the common good to move the whole group forward. That is good to know. Many other people, women's groups listening to this may want to take a page from what you all have, how you all operate. And before we know it, I'm guessing in Asia, tomorrow you'll be back here talking about how there's Kongi Tokyo. Why
Absolutely.
not? Why not?
Absolutely. That's where they're going to.
Yep, there's Bamileke Anglophone women everywhere and their offspring coming behind them. So that's a good thing. It has been such a pleasure. I mean, I've enjoyed just talking with you and finding about it. I kind of knew about its existence. My late friend Marita Kusinjowo was in it. So I knew about Kongi Houston. I just didn't know that it was this big, nor did I have any clue how it started. What were the origins? Who is eligible? You've touched on everything. So I would encourage people to go and look to know more about it. Go check out that Facebook. We're all on Facebook. Go check out the Kongi DC Inc. page and send any messages with any questions that you want to have. Or if you're a person who fits the description that she just gave there, then look to belong. Look to belong. There's no point being on the fringes. Look to belong and do something worthwhile with your time, with your talents, with your financial help. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to go ahead and stop here. It's been a pleasure talking to my big sister here, Mrs. Wendy Vega Ngong, who is the president of Kongi District of Columbia. Thank you all so much for listening and for watching. Have a good day, sis. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, honorable sister. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye. Hello, my name is Wendelin Vega Ngong. I am founding member and president of Kongi District of Columbia. Thank you.
My name is Priscilla Nana Ndoping, a member of NKONI National, a founding member of NKONI Douala, and then I'm now in the United States, a founding member of NKONI DC, which I am their treasurer. To qualify to belong to this group, my parents came from the Anglophone zone, my mother from Kumba, my father from Santa. That qualified me to be a member of this group. I like what they do. I'm so proud of the group. I like what they do, and what they do is to support underprivileged children in Cameroon. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Teres Minkwiko, born and raised in Cameroon, specifically Kumba. My parents are Bamileke, so I joined the KONI DC chapter. I am the financial secretary of KONI DC. I know with your support and with the support of a lot of sympathizers with the Bami Anglo women that are out there doing great things, meeting the need of the community both here and back home. KONI DC will follow in that same footstep and do great things in giving back to our community both here and home. So please join us in giving back, in spreading love through this charitable work. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Marfo Stella Maris Pacha. I am from Bamendu and Balising on my father's side and Fondonera on my mother's side. I was born in Bamenda, raised in Kumba and Boya, and I currently reside in Burtonsville, Maryland. I am a proud member of Kongi DC.
Hi everyone, my name is Colette Bembu and I'm from Banja in the Western Province. I am more than proud to be a community C member. Thank you.
My name is Doreen Satya. I live in Burtonsville, Maryland. I am a Bamileke from Chan. I am a member of NKONI DC.
Hello, Mofo Nana from Batu Farm, or Professor Edouan Nanafon, a very proud founding member of Kongi DC.